Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today's micro webinar takes a closer look at something called anosognosia, an often misunderstood symptom of brain injury that can complicate recovery. Whether you're a survivor, a caregiver, or a professional, understanding this condition is essential for fostering safety, healing, and dignity. Anosognosia is a neurological condition where the brain injury itself makes it very challenging for a survivor to recognize their own deficits, as well as the impact that those impairments have on their daily life. This means they may not even register that something has changed, much less know how to adjust to it. It's not denial, avoidance, or stubbornness. It's neurological. Anosognosia can affect awareness of physical impairments, cognitive challenges, and emotional or behavioral changes. It's crucial to distinguish anosognosia from denial. Denial is a normal, temporary emotional reaction to loss or change. It's a defense mechanism. Denial may resolve with time and support. Anosognosia, by contrast, is a result of damage to the brain and is actual lack of insight. Anosognosia may persist long-term. This distinction matters because our approach to support must be different. Anosognosia can manifest in many ways. A survivor with memory challenges might argue that they don't forget things, or they might try to cook alone despite safety risks. A survivor may insist that they can stand up and walk independently, even though they are primarily wheelchair-bound. You might hear things like, "I don't need help with that," and "I can do it on my own." A survivor may be surprised by failure or mistakes, get frustrated with others who offer support, or refuse to follow safety guidelines, like using the microwave instead of the stovetop, or trying to walk without their walker. Caregivers may feel dismissed, discouraged, and scared, and professionals may be puzzled when someone doesn't engage in rehab. Anosognosia often creates friction, not just within the individual, but within their support system as well. Anosognosia can derail recovery efforts, which can result in slower recovery outcomes. A survivor may be resistant to therapy or rehab and engage in unsafe behaviors. A person who doesn't believe they have a problem won't invest in solutions. As a result, caregivers and family members may feel disrespected or helpless, leading to conflict and burnout. It's important to note that anosognosia can exist along with mental health conditions like depression and anxiety. This complicates things further, as this co-occurrence can increase resistance to mental health care, putting the individual at risk of misdiagnosis or missed care. Someone may resist help, not just because of lack of insight, but also due to emotional fatigue or hopelessness. An accurate diagnosis is essential. It's important to treat both the anosognosia as well as any mental health challenges. Here are a few practical strategies. First, try not to argue or confront. Instead, redirect. You won't convince someone with anosognosia through logic alone. Use tools like journals, video playback, or behavior logs to gently illustrate challenges. Routines and structure help. Think checklists and reminders. And above all, bring in professionals when needed. Tone and language matter. It's not just what you say, it's also how you say it. You'll get more traction with calm, collaborative phrases versus directives. Asking reflective questions can help people process their experiences and build some insight over time. Say things like, "Let's try this together," or "Would it be okay if I helped?" "What worked well yesterday?" Avoid blame and judgment. Avoid things like shame, which can trigger defensiveness and withdrawal. It's tempting to say things out of frustration, but try to avoid these phrases. Things like, "You're being difficult," "You know you can't do that," "We've talked about this 100 times," "Stop being so stubborn." Avoid power struggles and threats. and ultimatums. Remember, even though it will feel like it at times, it's not personal. Their brain isn't registering the same reality as yours. This doesn't make them bad, stubborn, or lazy. It makes them injured. Anosognosia may improve gradually, especially with consistent routines and therapeutic support. Insight doesn't have to be all or nothing. Even seemingly small moments of self-awareness are meaningful and worth celebrating. Community and rehab programs can help a survivor and their support network feel less alone. There are resources available to help navigate anosognosia. Neurological or neuropsychological evaluations are especially helpful when anosognosia is suspected. Support groups can offer community and insight that you can't find anywhere else. And if you want to need support in understanding your or loved one's experience of anosognosia or help navigating life after brain injury, please reach out to us at info@biaia.org or 855-444-6443. Thank you for joining us today. If there's one thing that we hope you take away from this micro webinar, it's this: awareness grows from compassion, not confrontation. And the more that we understand the brain, the more effectively we can support those healing from its injuries. Thank you again, friends, for being part of this important conversation. And remember, you're not alone.